Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here with Shroomzy and Angelic Fury as we bring you, I'm not sure, it's first, second, third, one of the matches for today. We just had some players or teams swap in and out and in and out. And, well, we have it set. Just so you know, it is going to be Call of Duty, which is marksman's only, no banning marksmen, just picking them up as we will be heading into this particular game between the two teams. Undergone Alliance.
Should petals fall?
Versus
No name.
dogs. Oh.
Oh no.
No name. No name versus Darksiders.
Yeah.
Oh, no name. Oh yeah. Undergone Alliance is the other. Yeah, no name was. Yeah, my bad. My apologies.
Well, no name is a name, so.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't actually say anything about your mistake. I mean, there's been 3 different lineups in the lobby before we actually started, so it's completely understandable.
Yeah. So I think we just have one more match for the evening after this, which is Desert Fox and Dead Man's Coin. But we will see how things go for this particular one. Marksman's only. We have had this played before. It's very brutal in terms of the amount of action that's taking place.
Definitely, and we also know that it's a quick matchup if you get the right marksmen on your team.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing you need is, like Wise says, bro, it's a marksman. Get the Wises, get the 1-1, and you are basically set.
To me,
Yeah. It's so hard to stop them without any hard lockdown. But just give me a second, I'll be back now.
I see lots of.
No problem, way.
Is Roger a marksman? No, he's assassin fighter, is he not?
In your coffin.
No, he's a
I know,
marksman.
fighter, marksman. Oh, they changed it. Okay, crazy. Edith, like, is also a solid pick. I mean, Edith is the tank marksman. I don't know if she's still tank marksman.
I believe she is, because I know that in the previous matchup she was picked for one of the teams.
I mean, it's a solid pick overall, but that and the Wises is like the biggest problems. So far there is a bit of a balanced lineup. The only jungler currently is the Roger. So the side of Darksiders definitely needs to get someone with jungle potential onto their lineup.
Oh, definitely. I think Darksiders might be looking at that YSS, but the thing is, whether one of them can play YSS is the question.
Yeah, that is the fact. I mean, YSS is not the easiest hero to pick up. He's currently the best hero to pick up, but definitely not the easiest. But, I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of options left. The Erythal Granger being picked up, there's 1-1 Clint. Like, you have maybe Leslie. Now, the question is, are we going to see some dark system like Mia and Hanabi come out?
There's your Edith pick.
I'm the priestess of primal lightning, the hunter
I
of
mean,
all the evil gods.
Yeah, it's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Okay, we
There's
see the wise. Okay, this person is deciding whether to go with Leslie. Alright, they're going with Leslie, and will we see the Brody pick here, or will they decide on something different?
Yeah, like the Brody might work, because they definitely need something to deal with. Okay, the YSS. So, I mean, they already have a jungler per se, but taking the YSS out of the enemy's hand is a good choice.
Excuse me, that was the biggest yawn possible.
Yeah, I almost got Vortex sucked here out of the gaming room.
If only. Well, the what did you call this one? The little boy?
The best partners in the world.
And the dog sounds like a police book. But yeah, there's the jungler issue fixed. I mean, Popol is not the jungler you see anymore as often, not in our server at least. But it's still a good pick overall.
Maybe in your epic lobbies, maybe. We do see that the YSS wanted to swap out with one of his team members, but Time is of the essence here.
Unfortunately, not a tournament lobby, so you don't have like 60 seconds to make your decision.
Yeah, unfortunately not. I'm curious as to why they didn't let the Roger jungle. I'm glad that they picked up the YSS, but the Roger was there for the option of jungle.
YSS is a bit better on the jungle. He has one of the fastest jungle clear speeds in the game currently. So it's doing very good. And I mean, he's got the ability to rotate as well and use the ult when necessary. Because if YSS is stuck in lane, he can't use the ult to his fullest potential just yet. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting and fun match coming up.
Will this be a brawl in the mid lane?
No, I mean, brawl in mid lane is fun, but I don't think it's actually viable because you need to protect the lane still. But yeah, nonetheless, this is game 1, Call of Duty mode, and there's already action. Guns are blazing in the top lane. There's a flicker coming out, but a shocker not landing. So, I mean, this is a lot of squishies, so they definitely need to stay a bit more safe than usual.
The fun thing about this is that you're going to see that the gold is constantly going to go back and forth with everyone's farming.
Interesting enough, picking the Clint for the roam position and the Edith in the golden, one is moving towards the XP lane. I would have put maybe the Edith on the roam position, but I mean, nonetheless, it's not a bad option. I mean, Clint is able to stack up very, very fast.
Yes, but we also know that the Clint damage in the early game is quite potent, so...
Yeah, he's got a lot of burst ability.
Yeah, so it's not that bad of a choice to put him on the roam, especially with the amount of damage he deals early game.
Yeah, it's not bad, but yeah, I mean... there's a lot of rotation coming out, and there's a lot of heavy fall. There's already the Mountain Shock into the mix, but the knockup is on point, and there's the first blood going to Black Tea Poison. Offense with the response. There's a flicker from Clint. He gets gifts in response, so that's a 2-for-2 exchange. But Poople is into the mix. There is the doggy just biting everyone's heels.
Guess that doggy can be an irritation. Yeah.
Oh,
an extreme one.
The funniest thing I've ever seen is someone saying target Koopa. And they mixed their names around. So they said target Koopa, and everyone went all out on the dog. Like the Franco ult, there was the Kaja ult, they went Xbox Last Insanity onto the dog, and Poople was just nowhere close by.
Well, that's what happens when you don't know your players. Well, not your players, but your characters. First little of the match going to the side of our blue team.
Oh, I mean, solid. There's already a lot of action happening back and forth, and currently this Wise is doing a lot of work here into the jungle.
Definitely. We do see an engagement in the gold lane. But Roger disengaging from that, making sure that he survives.
Oh, meanwhile, in the bot lane, there is Purple onto Leslie. That's a shutdown kill. Black 2 Offense has already committed the entropy, so that is not a good engagement there. I mean, Irithal's damage scales with the time, so they definitely need to look to end this a bit earlier, because I mean, the late game damage is firmly in the favor of No Name.
Definitely. Darksiders is our red team, correct?
That is correct, yeah. Oh, there Edith gets taken down 4v1 situation. I mean, Edith might be tanky, but against 4 marksmen, that's not a lot you can do.
There's one just waiting patiently for this Leslie to make a move.
I mean, Leslie is very good against the 1-1 especially. I mean, she's got that long range burst, so if 1-1 doesn't play careful, that's going to be tough. But I mean, the exchange is going left, right and center. And this Popol is still looking for a lot of jobs. There's Victory Hunter. The flicker from both teammates comes out to play, and he does escape to safety. Woo! Then the second turn of the match is spawning up, and I think the side of Darksiders will be in fair contention to take this.
Definitely. Although both our junglers are on the same level, but Wise is opting to finish taking his blue buff. Wise decision not to contest with a 4v3 situation we are having here.
Oh, and there's the flicker, not landing on everyone. Edith also gets taken down. And in the bot lane as well, once again, Leslie falls towards the 1-1. They definitely need to start respecting that damage. There is YSS into the mix, but then does melt him. Roger gets a return kill. Popol is owned to no offense, and he gets a shutdown. But there's the entropy from Black Tea Poison. Bro, that Nathan currently is very, very potent. And especially if you like throw a flicker onto him, inspire onto him, he's actually one of the deadliest marksmen.
Yeah. Especially, that ult of him is quite deadly. Because it's like you can't catch the one or the other.
Oh, there's once again the doggy biting onto the heels of Granger as he gets taken down. But nonetheless, this Popol is in a lot of danger. The response skill left, right, and center. This is currently just 1-for-1 exchange. They are onto Black Tea Poison, but he committed the entropy just to keep himself safe. But I think this might be Mitter falling, but nah, it looks like YSS has other ideas here.
Yeah, well, definitely. Thinking Aerosol can take this down on her own. But we do see the side of Darksiders taking down another turret.
Oh, and there's a heavy crossbow from a fence, and he will get taken out by the Clint Rome.
Well, it's nice to see that there's only one Sky Piercer per team currently.
You said that currently there's a big fight in the top lane. Popol is into the mix. Will he get the lock onto Gevs? There's a lot of danger being here, and there is the lock onto the tower. But he still takes him down and escapes with no HP.
That was a close call, but thank you to that doggy that saved his life.
I mean, it's like having a son. Like, you might be in a 1v1, but technically it's a 2v1 or 3v1. So it might not always be a fair fight. That's why they are the best at locking down the enemies. And this Popol is also a very good answer to the YSS and Roger, because he can just stun them up. I mean, it's a 1.5 second stun. But there's this ultimate snipe coming out from Leslie, but Popol covers him, but he will get taken down. And there's once again Leslie with a double kill. The entropy is into the mix. He gets a lot of damage onto Roger, but Roger just rolls away and being free. There is Wargaming into the mix, trying to get the stacks on. But Leslie does take him down. Flicker coming out from Black Tea Poison. But is he biting off more than he can chew? No, that's a 2. Double kill, triple kill. Will he get the maniac? No, he gets shot down.
That aerosol just gone. Or as you would say, deleted.
Deleted. I mean, he was deleted, but I wouldn't say he was deleted. It was already like no HP. She did like one basic attack, and he's down. But check this camp coming out from the Clint. Is Irithal going to sense a danger? There's the stacks coming out from Zodiac EXE. But I mean, the movement speed, as you can see, triggers that ultimate stuff. The heavy crossbow is like unmatched.
And we also saw that Darksiders took the first Lord of the match. Did I? Yes, I did.
Was it the Lord or the Turtle?
It was the Lord.
Oh, crazy. I definitely completely missed that, but I mean, the turret advantage firmly in the favor of Darksiders, but there's currently a 4v2 situation at the top. They're going from the backline onto Black Tea Poison. Will he get escape? There is already Ada's ultimate has been committed, but she will get taken down by the heavy crossbow, and Black Tea Poison gets the kill onto YSS, but falls in response. Here's a camp coming out from Popol. He commits the ultimate, and there go Koopa go! With first kill, will we see the second kill? Offense is doing the camping out here. There's a lock on. We do see the double kill. The triple kill is in his claws, and he gets that as well. That's a full team wipe for Darksiders.
Okay, maybe it was a turtle.
Yeah, the Lord would have spawned up already like 40 seconds back. So, even though it was past the 8-minute mark, they didn't reset the turtle. So, it was the turtle they took. But I mean, I would have definitely just reset the turtle, went for the Lord, and just get all the advantage.
Definitely. This little boy camping, eh?
I mean, there's a knock-up onto Victory Hunter, but he will get taken out by the heavy crossbow. There's the sprint committed, double kill for offense. And they are going to the bot lane currently. There's going to be a 3v2 situation. But, check out that damage coming out. There's the Roger with a Lycan bounce. But Entropy just not available. There gets it committed. 1 kill, 2 kill. Will he get the triple? No. But this Granger in a lot of danger. Wargaming is locking on. There is the mark. The crossbow tag is into the mix. Ultimate snipe by the Leslie. Black Tea Poison looking for the mark. He gets another kill onto the board. So that's a pseudo triple kill into his pocket.
Yes, but this guy, the damage is insane.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. The amount of damage that Nathan deals. He's just basically soloing this Lord.
Even though 1-1 got the last hit.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a 1-1 does. I mean, she just comes in and throws one basic attack with a crossbow and then everyone dies.
We're gonna see that more brawl match here in the mid lane.
Almost taking down Gibbs with that. Go, Poopa, go. Koopa.
I love the combination, eh?
What? Let me just make sure. I think it's Go Koopa Go is the ultimate's name. It's crazy. No, it's We Are Angry. Bite 'em Koopa is what the first kid is called with the lockdown. But We Are Angry. What a name for an ultimate where the dog goes berserk. I mean, you won't see any more fitting name than that.
True. I think if we had to look at the funniest ultimate names, we'd be surprised at what we find.
I mean, there's definitely a few weird ones. I mean, Entropy of Nathan's ult is crazy. You see, We Are Angry from Popol, and then you get My Turn from Yin.
What was that heal? Oh, either falls.
Oh, but there's Bite 'em Koopa. The fight continues. Roger with the bounce. He gets the lock on. So it's dog versus dog, but the better dog is currently this Popol. Black Tea Poison doing a lot of damage with that Entropy. There is Bite 'em Koopa getting the double kill, and that is game, set, match. Oh, what a game.
What a game. That Nathan was... Yo, if he didn't get him, he did get the MVP, and it's a well-deserved MVP.
I wanted to see his item. Did he go for the... Oh, no, he went for crit, Nathan. So there's currently 2 builds going around. You see that attack speed one that's currently more famous. We actually build like Feather of Heaven, then you go for Golden Staff as well onto him, and then you get the typical crit build where you get Windtalker, Heartslaws, like he goes, and then the final item will usually be something like penetration wise.
Right, next matchup.
Yeah, next matchup. So we're gonna get the lobby set. We'll have the pause screen going for you guys, and we'll be back very, very shortly. Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for staying around for so long as we head into Protect the Layla. So if you're wondering why you can only see half of the pics that are being made, well, this is what they call, if you watch the movie, a glitch in the Matrix. Something's been changed. You never know who's coming for you right now.
Yeah. This is always a fun match.
It's extremely fun, but speaking of a glitch in the Matrix, that's a franchise I still need to watch.
The Matrix? Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what? Why didn't I know you haven't watched it yet?
You do know I haven't watched it yet. You just forgot.
Nah, bro, that's crazy. Okay, so we're leaving the K-pop dramas now and we're going to watch Matrix.
It's I'll say this, Angelic. It's one of those series it's a must watch.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, it'll change your mind on so many things.
You see, unfortunately, I did re-look at it a while back, and I'm like, bro, I don't remember the graphics of the anime being so bad. Not of the anime, of the movie.
The movie.
Like, the CGI is so bad. And like, back then, this used to be peak CGI. You couldn't believe your eyes.
Yeah. Well, with time, well, obviously everything changes, but the storyline behind it, I don't think it's one of those unique stories. Because like, currently, I mean, all of us, when we were having the conversation, we were complaining about the same thing. Everything nowadays is just rinse and repeat.
True. It's the same thing over and over again. We might have a lag out here from yours truly, Prince, but at this point I just want to say, shame.
Should we be pausing? Give him a moment or two.
We can give him 1 minute.
Alright, so give a 1 minute pause, and then we will head back into Protect the Layla. So, for those of you who have not heard about this before, there are some rules. Basically, you gotta protect Layla. but
that's a rule.
yeah, that's the rule. But we will let Angelic, you wanna explain to everyone how this works?
Alright, so basically both teams have a Layla, and you have to do everything in your power to protect the Layla from reaching 5 deaths. The moment whichever team's Layla reaches 5 deaths, the game is over, and the team with the least deaths obviously is the winner.
And of course, you can still win the game by conventional means, by taking down the Nexus, but usually the drafts are pinned around pinning the Layla and just taking it down. So, I mean, that's why you see a Saber being picked up, Kadita, a lot of heroes with a one-shot capability, and the Florin just to protect her and keep her safe and healed up.
Well, this is the one game where you go back to, I want to say, Dark System, where your support or your roam is constantly in the gold lane.
I mean, pure epic rank plays coming out. Saber roam, babysitter on the gold lane. This is epic ramp at its best.
Alright, here we go. Alright, and Prince is back in the lobby. Well, back in the game.
So, I've got a Badan Florin up against well, we see Layla and Layla, right? But the Batangi goes in with the set. He's getting some poke damage here. Death Eater has to run. He turns around, dishes out the damage. You have to have no fear when Florin is near, because she's just going to be able to heal you back up.
And the thing is with Death Eater, he's not scared of anything. That we've seen, he plays extremely aggressive.
It's in his name, I suppose. He wants to eat death. I don't know what that would taste like exactly, but I'm sure we'll get to ask him after the match.
Well, apparently chocolate makes it taste better.
Chocolate makes everything taste better. I mean, you can stab
Except if
chocolate.
you're me.
could stack chocolate on top of chocolate. Doesn't it get better?
Oh, what a flicker.
Yeah, nice flicker coming out. Then Saber with the triple sweep with a back. They managed to get the first kill, though it's not onto the Layla. She is quite low. Who's gonna get that level 4 cannon blast? Death Eater is on level 3. Saber once more scouting out the bushes. There's a guy. Jumps in. Heavy spin to the wall. Lauren trying to heal. Not enough heals coming through. But Saber is gonna get in. Look at this Akai. He's like Kung Fu Panda. Barely first into the equation. Gets 2. Gets out.
And the first Layla kill going to the side of an Onan.
First. Layla death of evening. But there's a question now. How are they going to be able to come back in mortal order from this first death on the Layla? There's only 4 left on the counter. Oh, look at the Yuzon diving into the backline. Gets the Saber. Creates the space. Oh, but Vegeta with the flicker trying to get it to Layla with the rough waves. But the Layla dodging everything. I don't know what she thinks. She's a high mobility marksman or something. She's just moving out of the way. We were just talking about the Matrix. There's some Neo action going on here. Bad CGI and all.
Unfortunately. But I hope that it's not one of those movies that they remake. And because it's just gonna take away from the original idea behind it. I hate all these remakes.
This crack comes into the mix. It's another death. It's true to the count. Now there's a triple sweep coming in with the rough waves. So now it's 2-1 kills under the Layla. On the side of Unknown. So they managed to pick up just 1 extra. There's 3 more to go. This is gonna be quick if the rotations are gonna continue like this.
Definitely. Well, I think Immortal Order definitely needs to put some more pressure on this gold lane, or just I don't want to say keep a closer eye on the opposite team's Layla, because that Layla is protected by a fortress at this point.
But down with the first crack onto the Saber, forcing him back. A guy wants to come in there with that big belly of his.
What was it that Bao in Kung Fu Panda always liked to eat?
The dumplings.
Yes!
The Guardian comes out from the Vexana onto 2, but Florent heals through everything. As Akai, he committed that heavy spin dumpling of his that didn't manage to lock onto anybody.
Oh, are we gonna see a set here from the Badang? Layla's gonna punish him!
That's the thing, she got the range. There's gonna be the Yuzon diving, hunting the target, get the setup. The cannon blast of flicker is in there, but no, Yuzon passive big rock. However, Death Eater turns around on the Layla, picks up another couple of kills. But it's still 1-1 kill. 2-1 kills going in favor of Nonan right now. So that was a big question. How are they going to proceed from this moment in time? Nonan looks like they just want to secure the objectives. They have a slight gold lead. They just want to continue with that gold lead. See where it takes them. Because I mean, they say Manu doesn't buy your happiness, but clearly they haven't played Mobile Legends and seen what it's like to be a rich, fed Layla.
Yeah, no, definitely. A fed Layla, well, any fed hero is a dangerous hero.
Oh, that's going to be another Layla kill under the turret. Marching on the Sakai. There's the rough waves. Follow up. They're beautifully done. As there was a counter engage going on. But Akai, he's not done. He wants to continue with his battle. So it's 3-2 in Anonan's favor. It's all going to come down to now who's going to be able to get the positioning right for us. Saber is not going to be able to find the angles, I think. Oh, baited out first crack. We're done. He tried to CC up the Kadita, but nothing doing. There's a knock up onto the Badang. Saber, he's got the angle. He's got it. He wants to go in. Triple sweep time. Will he be able to get it evened out? Yes, he does. Gonna try to escape, but it doesn't really matter if he does. It does not. He is being CC'd up. He does manage to escape. But like I said, it does not matter if he gets. Oh my goodness. Yuzon gets a pick-up kill. It's 4-3. This is it. This is match point for Nonan. They need one more pickup onto the Layla. 10 seconds before she comes alive. Right now, I would be saying, oh, look at this. It's 4-4.
Oh!
You know what I would have done
What
right
a
now?
camp.
You know what I would have done right now if I was a Nonan?
What would you have done?
I'd have just told Layla stay in the base.
No, but you can't. I think that's like not part of the rules.
But when I say in the
So
base, or you can even use your own jungle. Just stay in the jungle. You don't need to get fed. We just need to pick up Layla one more time. But it all comes down
Literally.
to us.
Yeah, but see now, Immortal Orders Layla needs. Well, both Laylas need to be careful because you've got. Oh, she's listening to you, eh? This is like like telekinesis here, where the Layla is listening and staying in that base where.
yeah. There's the heavy spin, but it's not until the Layla guy's gonna try to escape, but he's gonna get knocked out. Will he get taken down? The same way as there's the shutdown kill. Now Layla has exited the base. She just waited very patiently, but has to wait in the bush. But Doug does spot it out. This is match point. He's gonna try to chase Layla. She's running. It's the triple creep. It's still available on the same way. He's going for it underneath the target. Does he get it? Yes, he does.
Yes.
That's gonna be it. 5 deaths on the Layla.
An Immortal Order takes the W. Oh, this is so fun.
Oh, the boys had me stressed there for a moment. Yo.
Just a moment, eh?
Like honestly, like they didn't put enough pressure onto the gold lane, but then as soon as the Kadita and the Saber cam started coming out, I mean, you have 2 pickoffs here, so all you have to do is just stand in weird bushes. As soon as Layla dies, go to that mid bush between the 2 turrets and just wait.
Yeah, exactly. Right, anyway, let us get the pause screen up and running. We will have the third and final match for the evening ready and set in just a few minutes. We will be back with you shortly. Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. We've got a mages only matchup or mage madness as it is called. And we have the two teams, Dead Man's Coin versus
Desert Fox.
Desert
Value
Foxes.
in me?
I was trying to think of what foxes
You
it was.
should.
I think it's a fox. Is it the red fox? Is it a brown fox? No, it's a desert fox. Sneaky little buggers if you watch them on National Geographic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had a thing for red foxes at a time, where I only had pictures up on my walls of red foxes in
When you
flowery
started that
fields.
sentence, it sounded like you were like, yeah, they're so tasty.
Oh no!
But you see, normal people put posters of One Direction, and in here comes Angelic and puts foxes.
Well, I got a stack of pictures from someone. I don't even remember the back story behind it, but they were it was beautiful images of, well, red foxes. So I posted them on my walls because I was living in a bachelor that and I needed some color and some inspiration.
Yeah, nature is beautiful.
It truly is. Truly is. There's nothing more surreal than waking up somewhere with a fantastic view of nature and a blacker cup of coffee.
Yeah, there is waking up on a pile of money, but yeah. Alright, so we're going to have to restart because people don't know what they are doing.
What you mean?
The big Lolita.
Ach nee. She's a
Like,
support.
bro, how hard is that? Pick a mage. Go to mage and press mage button. It's not that hard.
Isn't it a disqualification?
The rule says you get one restart and then disqualified.
Right.
But it was an auto pick, so it might have been just a lag out.
Yeah, that's true. Could have been a lag out. Probably was a lag out.
Yeah, he's saying sorry, my Wi-Fi is acting up.
You want to make friends with Nana?
Yeah, just tell him to change that last I to an E.
My
and
life.
Wait, what?
You are gonna cause huismolest.
He said his Wi-Fi is acting up. I told him just change
I was looking at his in-game name and I was like, what is a Shinku?
Shroom's had a blonde moment there. So what are we doing? Let's say same picks. Nah.
Nah, just repick.
Yeah, just repick.
Now they're banning Valor. Bruh, crazy. What even is this? Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the Dark System.
Oh, you know what I was watching earlier, right? Have you seen the clips of the new hero?
Yes.
Obsidian.
Love
Yeah.
and night are everlasting.
Like, if Fanny was ever not dead, that thing is a Fanny killer. Like, Fanny can do nothing against her. Like, it's a one targeted Mincetar ult, because no dashes while the ult is on you.
Yeah. It's insane. It's insane. And like the attack speed is madness.
You see, the only problem is the damage is very low because she scales heavily into the late game. So, because of her ult, she might be played very well, but I'm not sure she's going to be meta. It's going to be more like a situational pick, I think.
It depends on her mobility. That's the question. Because you can always go for that for the crit build. Then her damage is gonna scale faster.
I'm just gonna tell them to surrender as soon as they can.
But yeah, it's going to be a fun year, and I mean, that's currently going to be. It's going to be very. If you look at the current meta, it's going to be a solid auto pick, with this meta being mobility sustain. So with all the mobility, she's going to be like sort of instant pick.
Yes, because you can counter that with dashes, etc. She's going to, and the range of the skills is pretty decent.
Yeah, but it's also going to be a very skill-based hero. So, the ultimate is like a Franco hook. We actually have to land the ultimate onto someone to trigger it.
Yeah.
So what I would like to see is like something like the Grok. If you don't land the ult, it needs to have a shorter cooldown. That would be the ideal.
Well, you know how they'll work and rework it. See what how things go. Oh, I'm away from the mic. No, I'm here with the mic, and I'm here. It's just we were just making some quiet jokes.
But we don't want anyone angry with their wives or their Wi-Fi's.
Yeah. Whichever one.
Look at this Harley. He's just like so confused. Okay, here we go. Let's get this
Party started.
as quickly as we possibly
make
can.
a feminist joke, but I don't think it's the correct time for that. I'll make it after the stream.
I will rally all the girls that we have in the community, which is not a lot.
Feminist jokes.
I'm too scared to know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Oh, female. I thought you were like against feminists.
I am against feminists. Because that is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's like up there with 17 genders.
No, well, I feel the same away. The same away.
Away. A wimba way.
I'm on my way. Then I don't know the rest.
From misery and happiness to you.
You know, right? If you think about it in terms of timeline, if you go back 5 years to 2020, maybe just before that, 2019, and you ask anybody before that time how many genders there are, they'd laugh at you thinking that was a troll question.
Yeah, they would think, okay, loony bin for you.
It's like we're watching this K-pop, not K-pop, K-drama. Yeah. Shrooms and his K-pop. And this lady traveled back 500 years. And now she's telling people stuff and like they're literally thinking she's insane. Obviously, I mean, anyone would. And I'm just thinking, if something like that happened, how would you convince them?
Yeah, like the best way would be to like predict a major event.
Yeah, but now you need to be careful because you're not supposed to change history.
Now we're going to the paradox timeline.
Alright, so if we're talking about that, right, let me ask. Is there ever been a time travel movie that's done it right?
No.
Like, weirdly enough, the closest would be something like Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot Tub Time Machine. Even Terminator's not that bad. Granted, there's like a bunch of things that's off there. But they're pretty okay with their timeline.
Okay, why start this game?
Yeah, but I mean, time travel is one of the hardest things to get right because there's a lot of different theories. But I mean, there's one theory that makes
I am the moonlight.
The place where
that
time
burns
travel was
through
not a
the
time travel
darkness.
movie, but the place to time travel was the closest to correct, in my opinion, was Flash.
Ready? Go!
So they did the exact thing of like traveling back in time. If you change one thing, it creates an alternate universe
Universe.
/ future, and it splits off from the original timeline. So that is the closest, in my opinion. I mean, it's like the what you could call it, the grandfather paradox. I don't know if you know that.
No, I don't.
So it is the whole paradox is if you ever go back in time and kill your grandfather, then your grandfather won't be born, which means you won't be born, which means you wouldn't have gone back in time, which means you wouldn't have killed your grandfather, which means your father would have been born, and so it goes on internally.
Okay.
That's a grandfather paradox.
Yeah, okay. I understand. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you know when this whole multiverse thing started? It actually started from comic books. So the first comic book series that came out was Action Comics. You know, superheroes were first introduced to the world. This was like over 100 years ago.
Falling stars brought us here.
And it had its slow beginnings, and then slowly it took off just after World War II ended, around the 1950s, heading into the 60s. Comic books became like a big thing. And then in the 60s, going into the 70s, you had
grants you immortality.
people like us, comic book nerds.
Death.
And then the comic book nerds were like looking at all the different comic books and they're like, this doesn't make sense. This is not continuous. This is not good. You know how comic book nerds will go, right? They go wild, they went crazy. And eventually they realized the only way to explain all the discrepancies between the different like say different Spider-Man action sequences and moments is to create a multiverse and say that alright, this is the Spider-Man from this universe, which is different from the Spider-Man from that universe. That's the only way it was going to make sense. Then this multiverse became like a big thing in fiction.
But wasn't it like I'm not that can be 100% possible? But one thing I know is there was a lot of scientists that also spoke about the multiverse theory, and like Schrödinger was one of them. That spoke about the multiversal theory, and I can't remember can't remember his exact name.
In the science world, right? Like, let's see, for instance, they'll talk about many different things that they think is possible. There's even a theory floating around that we're living inside the Matrix. Currently. It's one of the theories that gets explored. There's certain things within science that it's just the evidence doesn't point there in that direction, because science is an evidence-based system. So if you perform experiments, you look at the evidence, and it points you to the conclusion. These are conclusions that people are coming up with without having there's zero evidence.
Yeah, there's a lot of evidence that would suggest a possibility, but there's no conclusion evidence to confirm the theory. So that's why it's theoretical physics. And one thing I did learn from Big Bang Theory, I'm a huge fan, is like the first like major breakthrough that they made in the multi-world theory, the multiverse, was made by Hugh Everett. I think it's Everett, which he actually did show math that shows the possibility of there being a multiverse, multiple worlds actually existing. And that's as far as you can go, is proving that there may be a possibility. But that's the same thing with aliens. Aliens may be possible, but there's no theory to prove or disprove it. That's why it's only a theory.
You know what I like about scientists when they use mathematics to prove things? I know I'm one of them, right? The probability of that outcome that they're trying to show is so statistically unlikely. It's just It's unbelievable. Like even the most popular theory about the Big Bang theory, since you mentioned it, you have a greater chance. There is a higher probability if you take all the parts that make up your cell phone, right? If you separate every screw, every bolt, every thing that is soldered onto your circuit board, you have a greater chance of taking all those components, throwing it up into the air, and having it fall back down as a perfectly functioning cell phone than you do of light born from a Big Bang. They'll throw the number. The number is so large that we just say now, right? It's a big number. That's it. And we carry on with life. But when you actually put it into terms like comparatively speaking, it's mad. So like lots of things they say, there's a probability of almost anything. So there's this phrase in the scientific world, right? We call this the observation bias. So it says, if a tree has to fall in the wood and no one was there to hear it, does it make a sound? Now if a tree falls down now, we'll assume that the tree always makes a sound. That's what's going to happen. But if a tree has to fall in a wood and no one's there to hear it, how do you know this is not the first time in human history that there was no sound being made when the tree fell? And so it's introducing the concept of what we call an observation bias. Like an outcome.
I mean, observation bias is like majorly relevant to everything that we do. I mean, you can only prove what you can see. It's like there's Schrödinger theory of where if you have a cat in a box and you put poison in it, until you open that box, you don't know if the cat is dead or alive. It can be both dead and or alive until you open the box. I mean, observational theory is majorly impactful to everything you do.
Yeah. It's just it's a fascinating concept that they introduced. But obviously, it is. That's when you're talking about the probabilities of events. And the only reason that became a thing is because quantum mechanics. Oh, there's going to be another. Oh, yeah, there's 2 kills to the goods already. Well, there's 1 in return. This mage battle is turning out to be very brutal.
I mean, yeah, it's already a killer fight, back and forth kills, but 5-1 already in the favor of Fox. So Desert Fox is doing very good, but I honestly feel like having a Bane is purely cheating, because that's technically not a mage, but I mean, all's fair in love and war.
But we're getting towards the first turtle of the game. I don't know if they're really going to be going for a hunt test on this one. Or at least second.
You're in the first turtle. I'm on already at 3 minutes.
Alright. I was looking at the time, I was thinking, wait, what's happening here? But look at this Esmeralda. She's eating up everything, even what the Valier is spitting out. Oh, efficiency X with the shot in the dark. Manages to get the pickup kill. Changi, or Changa, as we were told. You gotta pronounce it as the R, even though there's an E.
I mean, that is an eternal debate is about the names. I mean, people will release the official names of the heroes. Oh, look at that ult onto Natalia. The meteor shower killing her.
Yes. You know, let's pick up against the Esme. Who's gonna out-sustain whom?
So, yeah, honestly, if there's minions available, the Alice will definitely win. But if it's a pure 1v1, no minions around, then the Esme will definitely win that battle.
He's coming out here to the Kibby underneath the tower. The meteor shower in response to the throws out that second skill, pushing everybody back. Yeah, and manages to at that same time displace the deadly catch. But look, Sicilian Lana hitting that sanguine claws into the smash. But Alice, she's dancing around here, trying to get some poke damage onto anybody. The mage is somehow escaping, manages to catch up to another one. He gets somehow he sidesteps it. He sidesteps it, and it's going to be a force out because we've got the Veterinary Strike coming through in the mix. As Kyle is chasing everybody away. So somehow, some way, got the kills and got out the Desert Foxes.
As we know, they're all slippery fellas, so I mean, their gameplay definitely matches their names.
Yeah, foxes. They're known for their cleverness.
I mean, it was already going very hard. I mean, the side of foxes is definitely has the early game advantage, but as soon as this game starts getting later and later, it's going to be a very tougher match. But that Alice one, there's the proven of the 1v1 ability, just efficiency stealing that kill away. But in the top lane, there is the Zaban Falls along with the Bat's Feast. But the Sicilian somehow survives. There's a flicker coming out from Changa, and there's Faza to zone out everyone. But I think this will be a kill. But no, there's the feathered airstrike securing the life of Sicilian.
He must be thanking his teammate there, Senpai. You know, I'm just looking at who's commenting in the live chat and looking at the name Senpai.
Oh, is our dear Lotus in the live chat?
Yeah.
We just received a message that the Kimi is possibly lagging.
Kimi is lagging because
Oh, that is sad.
Well, since they are struggling with the Wi-Fi, it might be possible.
yeah, it might be possible. But anyway, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Oh, SB dives underneath the turret, gets the setup. Alice channel zone away, but Desert Fox is putting the pressure. Doug, to answer your question, when the academy starts up, it'll start up probably after Origins and Conquerors. We'll probably have a season that runs through December, but we'll have to see because we've got a lot of other things coming up. There's Queen of the Mountain, so a women's league taking place shortly after all these tournaments head through. We're also going to have a little damage kick. I thought Kimi was lagging. I don't know what lag that was.
Maybe the Wi-Fi got reset or something. Or he finally told the wife to sit down.
Yeah, I think it just gave the Wi-Fi a Snickers bar because you ain't you when you're hungry.
You know you're saying that, right? That is one of the things that I believe. If you're going shopping as a guy, gotta carry a Snickers, or what I used to carry was M&M's. A packet of M&M's. I know, on the way home. We've got our takeaway, we're gonna go home and eat. But, having exerted and spent all that energy in the shop, I know the trip home may not be the most pleasant of experience when you've got a hungry lion in the car with you. So what you gotta do? You gotta keep the snacks.
It's fair. I mean, as soon as we go to the shops, like I hate shops, so it takes me a week to prepare to go to the shops, and then there's a timer. There is a timer, and after that, then I'm a moody lion. So we might need to try the Snickers in the pocket.
Okay, I will notarize this. Okay.
And I am actually a Snickers fan. That's the best chocolate you can have.
It's a combination of all the goodness in one. Look at us promoting Snickers on the channel.
Yeah, Snickers needs to give us a sponsorship.
Definitely, we're doing them justice.
Yeah.
On that note, if we're talking about sponsors, like, there is no better energy drink than Monster, so I would also appreciate the sponsor there. I would be your number one customer and promoter and everything.
Yeah, you know how much a monster the chase down here? Oh, that's not on the million. There's the shot going onto Efficiency X, taking out Toxic Replay there. But yeah, I used to be a huge Monster fan. It's just now, I don't drink energy drinks anymore.
Oh, that's a sad life.
I'm working on that since I'm also not allowed to technically drink them anymore.
Yes, no, look at the deadly catch there. Haven't put the Zamanforce jump straight in there. He's absorbing so much damage, but he's gonna be able to walk it off. That second skill from Bane, or Magic Bullet Bane, obviously. It's just, it heals so much.
It's physical Bane build, actually, but yeah, no, nonetheless.
Look at Lotus here trying to distract from the fact that she falls on the senpai. Just saying, no, let's talk about the academy. Let's talk about the academy. Let me put it to you this way, Lotus, right? Academies are places where senpais exist.
He's got you there. He's got
You
you
can't
there.
participate because oh, what a feathered airstrike onto everyone, but Forza's lacking a little bit more damage to be able to just burst everyone.
Living with the bows and the items are fancy. Oh, that's why. Went for the Blood Wings as the first item. For some sustainability.
But yeah, it's for Chang'e because that's the only early game damage you have to go against. Or maybe Kimi as well, but there's not a lot to worry about.
Then there was silence.
Yeah, no, it's just watching this bot lane here, seeing what's going to happen in terms of the push. They managed to clear the wave. This is the thing I will say about having a lot of mages here, is that taking turrets is not going to be the easiest thing in the world.
But
Yeah,
they do
definitely,
manage to get that bot tier turret.
I mean, Kimi and Chang'e has the best turret pushing capabilities, but they are currently just being pushed back by the amount of damage coming out here from the Desert Fox Cup.
Beautiful Zamanforce coming in from Harrod as he gets a pickup kill onto the Cecilian, finally managing to get that angle just right to do that, but with them, as you were saying, being locked into the base, it's going to be very difficult.
I would definitely say they need to start doing like a 4-1 split. Send Chang'e to the opposite lane. She has the mobility to escape everything. Send Chang'e to go start split pushing because you need to take turrets. You are so far behind. But yeah, it's still going to be a tough. I mean, the game ain't over. As soon as like Harith and Alice comes online, Alice is struggling a lot with the mana consumption. So as soon as that gets like up to par, I think this might be game changing for them.
Well, if they're
Lotus has
I lost my.
abandonment issues. She's saying, who cares about the senpai anyway? It sounds like somebody who has been abandoned by their senpai.
Well, that senpai of hers and his horse girl games. Yes, that sounds horrible to say it that way.
Horse girls. Whoever thought
What's
of
it called? Shrooms? Uma something. Yo. And the way he reacts to it, it's a little questionable.
It's cringeworthy. You're so cringeworthy. Our local furry expert himself.
I hope his ears tingle.
Yeah, actually I'm looking at Shaw's message. I'm like, yeah, Bane is not building magic.
Unfortunately, there's no rules on what you're allowed to build. You don't have to build a magic build. You just have to have a hero with a mage title.
Oh, there's Merelda jumping into the back line here. A pull back with his Angrian Claws. But Bane, this time around, he gets caught underneath the turret. Dallas manages to get the kill. But the damage output here from Sicilian is way too crazy. As Merelda sustaining through it all. It's going to be another kill. It's going to... it's 3 for 1. With the waves pushing in here, there should be another tier 3 turret being taken down. Novaria went in a little bit deep, so that's a tier 3 turret. The top lane is the only one still standing. Sicilian wants to try to deal with that. But this is going to be all the tier 3 turrets being taken down. There's a Feather Airstrike coming in from the far side, just popping it onto the Changi. Changi is getting dished out on the damage. Sanguine Claws onto the Kimi. What efficiency with that Novaria manages to get that strike off. What does happen? Force from the handle, try to defend, but the Sanguine Claws pull back into the smash from the sky from Sicilian once more. The base is wide open. Esmeralda trying to do something, but this should be it. The Lord is battling down. Team wipe, and then the base.
Game, set, match going in favor of
What a
Desert
game.
Foxes.
And so with
Now,
that,
unfortunately, that Deadman's Queen had a bit of internet issues, but this is why you always check your wife before there is any problems.
yes, exactly. You know what they say: happy wife, happy life.
Exactly. Unhappy wife, chocolate.
Chocolate. Well, we will. But I don't know. Chocolate's not so bad. It's tasty. You know, with all this talk of chocolate, I'm actually considering going to the cupboard to get one now. But
Bro, that's unfair. I don't have any more chocolates in the cupboard.
yeah. Well.
And I'm trying to think here, but we don't.
No, I ration it. So what I do is every month, when I actually don't go to the shops, right? I'm like you, Shrooms. Yeah, I hate shopping. I hate it with a passion. So I just order everything. So usually I'll make like a big order start of the month from Macro with like whatever snacks and stuff for the month. So I rationed it until this moment in time because Monday is the 1st. So it's time to replenish, restock.
And now you can indulge on all the last bits and bobs that's left.
Exactly. I mean, it's nice to occasionally splurge, shall we say.
Oh, definitely. Although I'm more of a savory girl than a sweet girl. I prefer my savory goodies.
Me too, except when it comes to
Chocolate.
yeah, chocolate, biscuits, and the one thing I'll say I don't think I can say no to is chocolate cake.
I almost said when it comes to that time of the month.
Yeah, it's chocolate cake. I can't say no to chocolate cake.
Oh. I also can't say no to cake.
No, I'm
I think
hungry.
that might
Thank
be
you.
my one weakness in a sweet sense. But if I had to pick between a chocolate and something savory or a biltong, I'll pick biltong.
Biltong's boss. But at the end, the death by chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream.
Ooh. I don't think so. I think the closest I've come to death by chocolate would be like a lava cake.
Lava cake, nice. The runniness is nice in it, right? But the level of chocolatiness in Death by Chocolate is just, it's like, And then when you throw a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top, it sort of breaks it up. So it gives you this cold with and if you heat the cake up as well before you put the ice cream on it, it gives you like this cold hot combination with the runny chocolate with the sweetness that comes from the chocolate and sweetness that comes from the vanilla ice cream, but it's not as sweet, so it breaks it up a little bit. You must try it. You must try it.
I definitely will. It's Shrooms and I's wedding anniversary this week, so we'll go eat chocolate next weekend Death by Chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream in honor of Wei.
You can tell me what it tastes like. Yes, I promise you. Yeah, look at Lotus being vanilla. She's like, vanilla cake is better than chocolate. You're the type of person,
In what world?
Lotus. You're the type of person, Lotus, who eats White bread with chicken and mayo. We know. We know. You don't get no more vanilla than that.
Well, I must say, I make a mean chicken and mayo sandwich, but with a lot more trimmings added to it to make it not so vanilla.
You can't not have the trimmings. I firmly believe if you're making chicken and mayo, you gotta have the Nando sauce. Gotta have the Nando sauce with it. It just needs that little bit of spice.
Well, I build my chicken mayo sandwiches the same way I do my, I've got this tuna salad that I make with cheese and peppers and gherkins and, it just slaps.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever had a tuna sandwich with cheese in it.
I'll send you a recipe. Something worth trying.
Oh, definitely. I'm a huge fan of trying new stuff out because you never know. Sometimes things that seem like an odd combination, they go together. Like there was this girl I used to date who was the biggest fan of dipping McDonald's chips in the strawberry milkshake.
That works.
It works. It does work.
The first time I heard about it, I was like, what madness is this? But it tastes a little bit like waffles.
Oh, that's something I haven't had in a long time.
A good waffle.
A good waffle.
Where are you going to
with cream and ice cream and bar one sauce.
Wow, one sauce.
Oh, I'm less for a savory waffle, like a chicken burger waffle.
Oh. We have a waffle shop here, but their sweet stuff is overly sweet. You don't. That's not something that you are so sweet afterwards that you should never take a full one because you'll die of a sugar rush.
Yeah, I have seen some dishes, right? And it's like, what are you guys trying to do? You're trying to invent type 3 diabetes. That's what you're trying to do. It's an experiment.
They'll skip type 3.
Yeah, it's an experiment into inventing a new type of diabetes. But I don't like if it's too sweet, because then it sort of clings to your mouth. It's not nice.
No, or it creates that tingly feeling in your throat that you've eaten something too sweet.
Yes. There's got to be a decent balance between the two.
I saw my drive to Wimpy right now and go eat a waffle.
Is your the Wimpy where you are open?
I don't know. I know that because I will Google this.
So.
I'm gonna Google this right now.
Like, we have a lot of 24 hours, like most of the takeaway shops, but I don't think the Wimpy would be 24.
Yeah. Banana and jam waffle post bonus. It's talking about banana and jam.
Ooh. Interesting.
I know.
I shush you and weird. You have weird things. He likes, he once made a sandwich with peanut butter and peanut butter with steak and chop spice.
Oh, that slaps. That slaps.
Or he does a peanut butter and cheese.
Cheese.
I know about the waffle and the banana, right? If you use a peanut butter, banana, and golden syrup with a waffle, that works.
Yes.
You can actually just swap out syrup for caramel sauce. Oh.
Even maple syrup could work on it as well. Maple syrup or honey.